All right, Genesis 1, verse 1 through 3. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Then God said, let there be light. Now, one of the things that really struck my attention with this passage of scripture is the fact that the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Understanding that through the vast darkness that it was, that the Spirit of God was moving upon the face of the waters. He didn't say that he was moving through the darkness, through the deep depths of darkness, but he moved upon the face of the waters. What was it about the waters that attracted him to move upon the waters? And I've thought about that, and then I came to a realization. The waters is symbolic of clean. See, God always moves and is attracted to what's clean. See, Jesus came to cleanse us. Jesus told his disciples, he must wash their feet. And Peter told Jesus, you're not going to wash my feet. Jesus said, if I don't wash them, you have no part in me. That's what he told him. Understanding that he is attracted to clean. He came to cleanse the soul of sin. When you begin to come closer to the Lord, he draws close to you. When he draws close to you, he cleanses you. And as he cleanses you, he comes closer to you. Because he's attracted to what's clean. I was thinking about in the Old Testament, in the tabernacle, how the tabernacle was centered in the midst of all of the tribes, of their camps. Because their life, their whole life, and their family lives, the foundation and the main purpose that surrounded their existence was to stay in fellowship with God and fight sin. I repeat, was to stay in fellowship with God and to fight sin. And that was their purpose in life. This was not something they did as a hobby. This was not something they did partially. This took their whole focus as they were presenting offerings and sacrifices unto the Lord for their sin. Am I without sin? No. Am I perfect? No. But I strive every day. This is my focus every day. Will I get the victory? Absolutely. Because it's Christ in me, strengthening me. For he said, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. How do I know I can stop sinning? Because he's already delivered me from certain things that I did. Years ago, 20 years ago, when I came to Christ, he delivered me from marijuana. He delivered me from cigarettes. He delivered me from cussing. He delivered me from a negative way of thinking as it relates to me, how I was being thuggish, being a thug, that mentality. He delivered me from a lot of wickedness that I have not went back to. But this is just an illustration that Jesus can deliver you. His deliverance just doesn't stop with cigarettes or drugs. His deliverance just doesn't stop with, delivering you from lust or masturbation or pornography or these sexual sins. If he can deliver you from those things, he can deliver you from that temper. He can deliver you from that pride. He can deliver you from that racism. He can deliver you from any wickedness that's in our flesh. Yes, he can. You just have to abide in him. You just have to abide in him. And as you stay connected to the vine, you will receive the nutrients of his strength to be able to continue to walk away from sin. So, my friend, this has to be our focus every day. I was thinking about preachers. I was thinking about that scripture. Jesus said, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. He said, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. He said, many will say to me in that day, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works. He said, then I will profess unto them, I never knew thee. Depart from me, ye that worketh iniquity. Now, the interesting thing is, he said it's going to be a lot of people that say this. And he said that many will say this, and then he said that people will say that, have we not prophesied in thy name, which is like preaching? And understanding that people will feel as if because they preach the word, and I'm speaking to some of you preachers and pastors, you think that you're okay with God just because you preach. You preach, but you have fallen asleep to crucifying your flesh in that sin nature. You preach every Sunday, you preach every Wednesday. But the problem is, you're not fighting your flesh, you're not fighting that sin nature. Just because you preach, and God will still use the word that he speaks through you, that doesn't save you. You have to crucify the flesh and put away sin to be cleansed by the power of Christ through the curse and wickedness of sin. For the healing, see, the healing that we all need is from the corruption and the disease of sin. This is why Jesus came, to heal us. So, my friend, let us stay focused and let us not be weary of well-doing. Let's continue to seek ye first the kingdom, crucify that flesh, so we can continue to be cleansed by the awesome hand of God, because he hovers over those that stay clean. God bless. Peace.